Welcome to the African True Crime Podcast, where we uncover the most riveting and complex true crime stories from Africa. Today, we unravel a tale of power, betrayal, and tragedy. It's the chilling case of Keith Akakelwa Mukata, a prominent lawyer, politician, and his partner Charmaine Musonda, embroiled in the murder of security guard Namakambwa Katilakwenda. This case gripped the nation and exposed the dark intersections of politics, personal relationships, and justice. It was the night of May 6, 2017, in Lusaka's Rhodes Park, a night that would forever alter the lives of all involved. Inside the premises of AKM legal practitioners, tragedy struck when Namakambwa Katilakwenda, a security guard, was fatally shot. Nearby, 3 gunshots pierced the stillness, followed by desperate calls for help. When authorities arrived, they found Kalilakwenda's lifeless body and 2 individuals inside the law firm. These were lawyer and member of parliament Keith Mukata and his lover Charmaine Musonda. Both were arrested at the scene. But what led to this fatal encounter? And most importantly, who pulled the trigger? The arrest of Mukata, a seasoned lawyer and politician, sent shockwaves through Zambia. He had served as Chilanga Member of Parliament and held various governmental roles, including Deputy Minister of Justice. His partner, Charmaine Musonda, a businesswoman, also found herself in the spotlight. The prosecution painted a grim picture. They alleged that Mukata intentionally shot Katilakwenda while Musonda was complicit in the act. Evidence included a firearm that was linked to the fatal bullet and inconsistencies in Mukata and Musonda's accounts. The defense countered, arguing that the shooting was accidental and citing Mukata's lack of motive to kill his own guard. Mukata took to the stand to testify. During his testimony, he denied responsibility for Katilakwenda's death, claiming that unidentified intruders were responsible. According to him, he was working late at his law firm, AKM Legal Practitioners, located in Rhodes Park, Lusaka. His lover, Charmaine Musonda, was present with him at the time, assisting with some work-related matters. At around 11 p.m., he heard noises coming from outside the premises, which he identified as gunshots. This startled him, as such incidents were uncommon in the otherwise quiet neighborhood. Concerned for their safety, he decided to retrieve his licensed firearm to investigate the source of the disturbance. Mukata stated that he feared intruders had entered the premises or were attempting a break-in, and in response to the noises, he fired 2 warning shots into the air in an attempt to scare off any potential threat. Shortly after firing the shots, he ventured outside to assess the situation. Upon approaching the gate, Mukata discovered the lifeless body of Namakambwa Katilakwenda, the night security guard. Katilakwenda had sustained a gunshot wound and was lying near the gate. Mukata expressed shock and disbelief at the sight, maintaining that he had no intention of harming or killing anyone. Mukata claims that he immediately called for help. He denied any involvement in deliberately shooting Katilakwenda, emphasizing that his actions were purely defensive and intended to protect himself and Musonda. He also insisted that unidentified intruders might have been responsible for the fatal gunshot that struck Katilakwenda. Mukata's legal team also argued that the absence of direct witnesses to the crime supported his claim of innocence. They questioned the lack of forensic evidence to definitively place him as the shooter responsible for the fatal wound. They also highlighted inconsistencies in the investigation, such as failure to identify or account for any alleged intruders who might have been present at the time. Mukata stated firmly that he had no motive to kill his security guard, whom he described as loyal and dependable. He maintained that the prosecution's narrative of a deliberate killing was flawed and inconsistent with the events as he experienced them. The prosecution disputed Mukata's account, alleging that he deliberately shot Katilakwenda. They presented evidence including the gunshot wound on Kalila Kwenda, which was consistent with a close-range shooting. Also, the firearm used in the incident, which was registered in Mukata's name, and inconsistencies in Mukata's accounts of events, such as the lack of evidence supporting the claim of external intruders. The prosecution argued that Mukata's actions were premeditated and that the evidence pointed to him being the shooter. Meanwhile, Musonda maintained her innocence, claiming no knowledge of the events leading to the shooting. In February 2018, the Lusaka High Court found Mukata guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced him to death by hanging. The court ruled that the shooting was intentional and carried out with malice aforethought. Charmaine Musonda, Mukata's co-accused, was acquitted due to insufficient evidence linking her to the crime. The verdict sparked intense public debate. While some believed justice had been served, others were critical, particularly of Musonda's acquittal. The Director of Public Prosecutions considered appealing a release, but the case remained fraught with unanswered questions. In the aftermath, Musonda sought damages for what she called malicious prosecution. However, the courts dismissed her claims, stating that evidence had initially justified her trial. Meanwhile, Mukata's political career was effectively over, and his personal life unraveled further. His wife, Mariko Roizen, filed for divorce, alleging marital breakdown exacerbated by his imprisonment. A public dispute also arose over whether Mukata fathered a child with her during prison visits, a claim that Mukata staunchly denied. In 2021, Mukata was reportedly pardoned and released from prison, further fueling public discourse on the case. The incident remains a pivotal case in Zambian legal history, exemplifying the complexities of criminal justice when intertwined with power and societal scrutiny. The Mukata case remains one of Zambia's most intriguing legal dramas, emblematic of how deeply personal conflicts can spiral into public tragedies. It underscores the fragile interplay between politics, personal relationships, and the pursuit of justice. As we reflect on the complexities of this case, one cannot help but ponder the profound consequences of a single violent act and the shadow it casts over all involved. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the African True Crime Podcast. If this story captivated you, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Join us next time as we delve into another tale from the shadows of African mysteries. Until then, stay curious and stay safe.